I'll kick it off with the Eastern Conference team of the month or of the week. I'm gonna go with the Raptors. 3-0 this week, wins over the Nuggets and Suns, two top tier West playoff teams. And they're kind of doing it without a superstar. They got Siakam, they got Fred VanVleet, but no like superstar over there. It's kind of impressive what they're doing. We'll see if they can make a run. I don't think so, but they're playing some good basketball right now.
Yeah.
So we kind of already touched on my team of the week in the Eastern Conference. It's the Brooklyn Nets. They were 3 for 3 this week. They beat some, a decent team in the West, and then be one of the top teams in the East, being the Sixers. They blew them out. But yeah, even with distractions, they're playing good basketball, and they're once they finally get all those distractions figured out, they're going to be. I mean, come playoff time, they're going to be really, really good. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Mine's a little off out of left field here. I got to go. This team was 2-2 this week. Okay. So you're thinking, what in the world? But I got to go Orlando Magic. Okay. They have absolutely nobody. They lost to the Phoenix Suns by only 3. Okay. So gave them a run there. Then they beat the Pelicans, who are in the Western Conference playoff push, right? So Pelicans they're playing hard. Magic come in, beat them. Timberwolves playing out of their mind lately. Magic beat them. Then today, go into overtime, only lose by 2 to the 76ers, who were at full strength. So I got to give it to the Orlando Magic. Young crew there. Cole Anthony. You got the guy from Gonzaga this past year drafted. They may have something. I still think they're going to be poopy for a long time coming, but got to give it to them for this week. They're my team of the East.
Yeah. It's fun to see Markelle Fultz back on the court too. I've been rooting for that guy since day one, number 1 pick, and he just could never do it. So I still have hope. He's been playing all right since he came back from injury a couple weeks ago.
Markelle Fultz is one of the weirdest stories in all of sports ever. The guy got drafted number 1 and then had the shooting yips that I
just forgot how to play basketball.
I've never in my life seen the shooting yips. You saw the videos coming out where he couldn't even shoot.
It's crazy what the Sixers organization did to some people. It's like he can't shoot. Ben Simmons he's a head case, and then Joel Embiid's an MVP candidate. Yeah, it's like it doesn't make sense. What are the coaches over there saying?
No, it doesn't make sense. Throughout the whole time that Ben Simmons was with the Sixers, how did they not get him to where he was a halfway decent shooter? I just, as a NBA fan, how do you not just see okay, if I was in the NBA and all I did was work at basketball, don't you just improve? You shoot every day, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Like Shaq, he was down low. He didn't need to shoot, right? He's just a big guy. Ben Simmons, though, handles the ball. You'd think he'd want to shoot and you'd improve at that, but he just can't shoot. So I don't know. That Sixers organization's wild.
Yeah, it's crazy, but they put themselves in a position to be one of the top teams this year. They're playing pretty good basketball now up until that.
I actually have a question about this, though. Is James Harden, when he was on the Rockets, the big thing is James could put a team together. He could do this, do that. Come playoff time, big games, disappears, gone. All of a sudden, his first game with the Sixers, that was a big, meaningful game, was him heading back playing against the Nets, right?
Mm-hmm.
Disappeared. Now, do you think that this could hurt him come playoff time? Do you think he's almost like a Kirk Cousins in a sense? He throws up the stats, the great all-around stat guy, but big games, they just can't get it done. I wonder if that's just something mentally in him. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. You don't fail at something this many times by chance. Yeah, he's failed in the playoffs year after year after year. He had some good teams in Houston that they could just never make it to the finals. That Warriors team always took him out. I think it's just in him. He's just not built for the pressure.
And for you guys, you Kings fans, I got to give a shout out to a guy that was in my runner-up for MVP, De'Aaron Fox. Okay. Absolute animal. And I got to give a shout out to Sabonis for getting a game suspension so the Jazz could destroy him.
He's just respecting the tank for us.
No, I like
that. The season's over for us. Let's just get the best pick we can get.